Business, music, finance. If you trying to win.
Now, we talked a little bit about the history of comedy, and my earliest recollection of comedy is hearing people talk about how comedy was on like vinyl and you would play stuff. But
Yeah.
where did comedy start from your perspective?
As far as I know, it started in New York during the vaudeville days, like Mae West. They would do like plays and stuff on stage,
Talking like 1920s, 30s, or even
I want to say it was around the 20s or 30s.
Okay.
Vaudeville, and even back then it was such a rudimentary performance art that I think it was just more like people telling stories on stage or just kind of messing with the crowd, not really structured jokes and structured sets and things like that. But to my knowledge, that's where it started, and then it moved out west. And but it's an American art form for sure.
Got it. Yeah, I definitely think like art comedy, having one person talk to a bunch of people, because like you look at like medieval time films and stuff, sometimes you'll see, like I think I saw in Gladiator, it was like a little play of like the miniature versions of people,
Right.
and doing stuff and everyone laughing at that.
Right.
But it was like 4 or 5 people putting a play together.
Right.
And maybe having like little sticks and stuff, whereas like it's one mic, one person,
Yeah.
and an audience.
I don't think the art form really caught on like as an art form until maybe like the 50s or 60s. Lenny Bruce.
Lenny Bruce.
He's considered like one of the forefathers of comedy.
Okay.
He actually broke down a lot of barriers for comedians to be able to just say whatever they want on stage. He got arrested, went to court. I believe he went to the Supreme Court. His case about being able to say like whatever you want language wise. And I think he had got arrested for it. I think Carlin was actually in the car when he got arrested as well. And but his case kind of opened it up so we can be able to say whatever we want without any kind of repercussions.
Without going to jail. I mean, you can
Right.
still get canceled, but like going to jail is like a totally different thing.
Right. And even getting canceled is a mindset. It's like
100%.
you really can't get canceled.
If you don't care about it.
I mean,
You can lose
You
your
can-
sponsors and stuff, but that's
Right.
different.
but that's it depends on the goal. So if the goal is to be famous and to be popular and to be liked, well, yeah, you could lose a lot of that, with a loose tongue. But there's always an audience for you. There's somebody that likes what you're doing. There's somebody that that's gonna ride with you and listen to you. Especially if you're delivering it in a professional way, you can never get canceled. It's like, there's a lot of underground comedians with like small cult followings. Not even underground, but like big comedians with cult followings that just don't give a fuck. They don't care about
Getting to the top.
Having
Coke's
sponsorship or Pepsi sponsorship. You know what I mean? Because they're making money off the ticket sales and the art. And if you deliver it to people and people like it, they'll follow you and they'll keep supporting for sure.
You said Lenny Bruce or Kenny Bruce?
Lenny Bruce.
Lenny Bruce.
Lenny Bruce is for sure considered one of the on the Mount Rushmore.
Can you find his things on YouTube, or is it more like very old school vinyl, cassette tape?
Yeah, you can find some stuff on YouTube. I don't know how many live performances you can see, but you can listen to a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot of audio of Lenny Bruce. And if you do listen to it, you have to listen to it thinking about being in the mind frame of the 50s and the 60s. Because a lot of his references are, presidents from that time or what do you call them? Colloquialisms from that time, phrases from that time.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of got to put it into perspective because it's hard to follow unless you're really paying attention.
Just like listening to a hip hop song from the 90s, they're talking about different things versus now.
Yeah, more police brutality, more in your face, overt, and now it's more like fashion.
Money, cars, clothes, hoes.
Yeah, money, cars, clothes, hoes. So, it takes a little substance out of it.
But like, I don't blame them for talking about that because people in the
Get
80s
rich.
walked, so now people can run.
Yeah, get rich, dog. I mean,
2024.
we can always consider it good art, but get that bag for sure.
Hey, look. If you suck, but you cash it in, keep on sucking, bro. Keep on
I
cashing.
ain't mad at you.
I'm not either. I'm not either at all. Now, what's the best and the worst thing about being a comedian?
The best thing for me is the freedom. My time is my time, and I get out of it what I put into it. The worst thing, um, the worst thing for me, I think, is having to do the social dance, the hangouts, because I'm a little older now. If I would have started when I was like 20, 21, it'd have been easier to just hang out and party and, bullshit, shoot the shit. I got a different mindset now, so at like 35, 36, not that I didn't party at all or drink or whatever, but I just never really been like hang out with the group and stick with and kind of clout chase. And
There's certain things you got to do in the entertainment industry that
you have to side up next to people and people that can help you out, and you have to really go after opportunities. It's something that happens in the comedy world is like this. Like if you're a comedian, we on the same level as comedians, and let's say Joe Rogan walks in the room, it's like immediately even if we're having a good conversation, immediately all the attention goes to Rogan, and then you'll see people start to walk over there trying to get his attention, trying to talk to him, bringing up, maybe real or fictitious stories to, just, what I'm saying? Just kind of clout chasing and bullshit and trying to get in favor with who they think
With
can
that.
help them out.
Yeah, because
You know what I'm
for me, in reality, though, he'll see immediately who don't come over, and he'll be like, okay, I want to know who that person is, because that person's not just jumping off the ship immediately.
Unfortunately, you would think that, but it's I think that's far and few between the people that actually do that.
Mhm.
I think the phrase, the squeaky wheel gets the grease is how to pursue. If you're going to get into comedy, and you want to advance and you want people's attention, you have to make noise. You have to get in their face. Hey, how you doing? My name is yada yada yada. I love your whatever. Man, I watch that all the time. It's you know what I'm saying? Just kind of shoot the shit with people.
So one of the things that I talk about is being an admirer, not a fan. Prince actually came out on a BET interview in like the 90s or early 2000s where he talks about a fan is a fanatic, right? And an admirer is somebody who admires your work.
Sure.
And I feel like it's very hard to separate the two, but for me it's like an admirer seeing their favorite artist in the crowd is going to be singing that song, whereas a fan is just going to have their phone out recording and may not necessarily be truly engaged. And so I definitely get where you're coming from when it comes to being around people who are high profile. But being in Austin, Texas, I've been fortunate to hang around with enough profile people to understand that they're just somebody who more people know their birth date and their full name
For sure.
or their nickname.
They're
But they're
just-
still us.
Yeah, they're just people.
And they might have worked harder, they might have not, they might have got lucky, but at the end of the day, it's like I would never put somebody, in a higher regard for that simple reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
I may admire you more than somebody else, but like I'm not gonna chase after you.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I mean,
But I
like
don't
I
know,
said,
bro.
in the industry, that's a lot of what's happening, and no fault on anybody. Everybody's trying to move up and get to the next level, and you got to do what you got to do if you can't see no other way. I'm just not. I don't know. I'm a very independent kind of person, and I'll say what's up. If I like something, I liked it. I say, yeah, I liked it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tell you I didn't. Even if I didn't watch it, I ain't gonna tell you I loved it. You know what I mean? So that kind of hinders my progression. Not doing the social dance, but at the end of the day, it's
But if I see Rogan, I would actually like to ask him how to do a takedown because he has a back heel kick. I would ask him about that, but that's what I'm saying, that's just because I would let him try that move one day.
yeah. If it comes from a genuine place, I don't mind talking to somebody. But if I just can't.
Like, hey Rogan,
Yeah.
hey, I'm not doing none of that.
I can, but I feel like it'll hurt my soul.
You go home.
Like,
I should have did
why
that.
I do that? Dog?
Yeah.
I ain't even get a spot.
I ain't even getting none out of it but a hoodie.
Damn, dog.
I know. Now I'm on his list. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Wham. You're tuned in to Business Music Finance, the show that gives you the game you need to know. I need you to tap in right now. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can hit me here or on IG. Until then, stay out of trouble. And remember, it's cool to be smart.